Hello, we're Alina,
Christine.
and we're going to talk about the browsing portion of Bon Voyage. So when you open the browsing portion, you see the kind of itinerary that you've made in the planning portion or you've added to so far. So here you can see a kind of an overview of what you have planned for each day. If you want to see like a full day's itinerary, you can tap on see more and it'll all appear here. And you'll have like buttons here to see further details or the location of whatever activity is planned. And there's always like a prompt to help you find more things to do to add to your itinerary. Um, but yeah, and then when there's like empty spaces in the itinerary, it prompts you to find something to add to that. So you don't have a hotel for day three. It'll prompt you to find a hotel for day three. You don't have dinner planned for a certain day. It'll help you find some food. Need something to do? It can help you out. And yes. Mm,
And then we have the hotel part of the app. And this is the search menu when you can put in all of the details, all the specific information you want in the hotel you're looking for, whether it's dates or guests and dates and stuff. And when you search for it, you can also sort and filter it even more. So the type of hotel and the price and the amenities. And you can also, there's also in the future where when you find a hotel that you like, you can also add it to your itinerary. And you just press book and add to itinerary and it ends up on your itinerary for that day. So yeah. And then we also have the attractions page. Have you ever wanted to go biking in Italy, or are you a photographer just looking for some good shots? So our attractions page has intuitive research. So based on what you like, they can help you find what you might be looking for to do. So on top of very highly recommended tourist attractions, there's also other things that you might like based on your interests.
yeah. And we also just have a section for food. We want the app to function like as a tool to help you get to know the area when you're traveling or when you're planning to travel. So of course, food is really important. We have another kind of like fun, intuitive suggestions. Maybe you're in Italy and you're craving Chinese food. But yeah, it just functions as a tool to help you navigate the area. One really unique part of our product is the budget tracking. When planning a trip, budget tracking is like the hardest thing to keep track of, but here you can have it all in one place and it's easy to edit when you're on the go. When you first access the budget tracker, you're immediately brought to the daily transaction. And so here you can just see um, how much money you spent, where you've spent it, when you spent it. And, whenever you make a new transaction and you want to, add it to your travel um, budget or document it so you know how much money you spent, you can just go ahead and add it, the category, date, cost, and a description. And yeah, and then the app also lets you know how much you have left to spend in this category. Because when you plan the trip, you have created a proposed budget. This is a budget overview showing how much money you have spent so far on the trip. And if the number is green, then that means that you're under the proposed budget you created. And if it's red, that means you're over it. And if you want to see the proposed budget, it's right here. And you can edit this as well. And the app can help you figure out like what you want to adjust and how much you want to adjust it. And yeah, so that'll be your new proposed budget. Some difficulties that we came across when designing this budget tracker was that we wanted it to, have a lot of information, but we wanted it to, be easy to understand, easy to read and display all the information. Um, and it had to be like usable and accessible for the user. And because there's just so much to put into the budget tracker, it was a little hard to figure out. It did take some time. But yeah, we decided, right, what did we decide? Ugh, I lost my thoughts. Dang it.
Sorry, I wasn't.
When designing the budget tracker, the what was most difficult was figuring out how to display a lot of information so that it's um easily readable, but also accessible and usable for the reader, and that it all makes sense. Because it was a challenge, like it's a lot of information. I'm What did I say before? I keep messing up now. I'm just being repetitive. We decided to make all of the aspects of the budget tracker kind of interact with each other, so you can see all the different things you can do with the budget tracker, but also there can be a clear visual hierarchy. There's not so much information jammed on one page. And yeah, it's just we try to portray it in a way so that everything can be easily understood and easily found.
So the browsing also changed a lot due to the feedback we got from user testing. For example, to structure the app to prompt the user towards all the options our app has to offer. For example, when you click on a specific day, you if you don't have like a restaurant for that day, it leads you to the restaurants. Or if you don't have a hotel booked a certain day, you can also do that. And so it's a lot of information, but it's easily digestible. Um, so yeah.
Yep, and it just helps the user explore like all the options that the app has to offer.
After you're in the itinerary, you can also visit your past/future itineraries that you're already planning or you're just in the process of making. And as you see here, there's the future itineraries where you can add it to your calendar, you can edit it, it gives you the cost, the dates that you're going in, you can give it a name, and also there are comments regarding on maybe steps you want to take going forward when you're making more progress into planning it. Or in the past ones, you can search by like you can filter by this year, past years, a couple months ago, stuff like that. And there's a name, the dates that you're going, the cost at the time, and any comments regarding the sort like individual places, attractions, restaurants, and whatsoever. And you can also visit the full itinerary, like for instance, like this one, where you could see the itinerary going from Italy from 9/24 to 10/8. And that'll be present in just through this icon, we can just view it. And in the future itineraries, you can add it to your calendar and also you're able to edit it.
Hi, my name is Philippe Ayers, and I'm going to be walking us through the planning a trip section. And upon the I'm planning a trip button, you're taken to the budget page where you're asked to enter your budget. And in this case, we'll go with $2,500. And the first step for this I'm planning a trip section is the destination. And you're asked where you plan on going. And in this section, you're given a bunch of suggestions from Rome, Paris, Tokyo, London. And in this case, we're gonna write Venice, Italy as our selection. And upon clicking the Venice, Italy option, you're given images here where you can click and scroll through to see a good view of Venice. And and then a map where you'll be able to see locations and attractions and restaurants of Venice and a description of what Venice is, what Venice has. Yeah, and upon clicking the Set as Destination button, you're taken to this planner page where you're asked how from and to, like how long you plan on staying in Venice, Italy, and how many number of guests. This is supposed to be two. It's fine, and the price of the flight, which is $437. And upon clicking the Add to Planner button, Venice, Italy is set as your destination. And you can always go back and re-edit. And on step 2, which is the lodging and hotel stuff. Now, if you don't like Venice, you can always click on this option here, and you can always go back and can always enter in a new suggestion or a new place you'd like to visit, like Turin or Naples. Those options. But for now, we're just gonna go Venice, Italy. And for this one, where would you like to stay? We're gonna say Rialto. Yeah, Rialto unique Venice experience. And as usual, it has the same format. The format is the same. It has the images, it has the map, it has the description. I believe that this is a better user experience for the user. There you can easily acclimate to the app and to the planner, which would be easy for them to use the app, and which was a great suggestion that we went with. And here is the see reviews page, where upon clicking the review page, you'll be taken to this the review section, which is an external Google review page. Yeah. Yeah, sorry if I sound tired. I'm really tired. And yeah, you can, upon clicking the add to player stage, it will ask you how long you'll be staying from January 1st to January 12th, how many people, to total pricing $1,200 for 12 days. And Rialto unique experience is added to your planner. And you can also add another as well. There's always the option of adding more lodging hotels to your planner. And step 3 is the attractions page. And for this one, we're just gonna go with one of these suggestions here, St. Mark's Square. And as usual, you can sort of see the format here, the pattern that I created here, the image, the map, and the description. And yeah, yeah, and as usual, when will you be visiting, at what time, and the price of your visit. And upon researching, this is actually free. This location is actually it's actually a free attraction, which is really good, which is great. And yeah, St. Mark's Square is added to your planner, and you can also add another to your planner as well. Yeah, and yeah, and where would you like to eat? Which is step 4, restaurants. And in this case, we're just going to go with one of these suggestions, which is the Tavola Calda. As usual, the images, the map, and description. And here you can see the menu, which is an external page, which Google provides, which is actually really great. So it's like, instead of everything being built into the app, it's fetching it from an external website, which is actually really great. And as usual, when will you be dining, at what time, for your convenience, and total price of your dining, which is $120. Tavola Calda is added to your planner. You can also add another restaurant as well. And this is the final step, the review and planner. We've gone over step 1, step 2, step 3, 4, and now we'll look over the budget overview. And yeah, so this is the budget that this is the budget of the overall planning. The flight was $437. The lodging was $1,200. Attractions is free. The food and dining was $120. So all in all, it's $1,757. And we are currently $743 under our budget of $2,500, which is actually really great. Now, upon finalizing this, it takes you to this page, and it lets you know that hey, your trip is in 9 days, and from here on, the user will be using the browsing page. Thank you.